Who are you?
The Alchemist.
Alchemist, welcome to your studio.
Welcome to my studio.
Thank you for welcoming me to your studio.
Yes, how you doing?
Good, and right off the bat, Alchemist, I have some gifts for you. Some sound effect records. I don't know if you've seen this before.
Now, this is a 45, too. I mean, I know this label right here, this one, but I never saw it in a 45.
Spaceships and Ghosts.
Spaceships and Ghosts, 2 for 1. This is dope. Dogs barking.
Have you used that before?
I haven't used this, but I use sound effects for sure. You know, it's an extra little spice. My man Gotti calls it the seasoning. You know, in the end of the beat, you have to add a little seasoning sometimes. Sometimes a dog barking is effective, actually.
Unfortunately, no dogs barking on this one, but I thought it's cool. Spaceships and Ghosts.
I can use that too. That's good too. No thunderstorm here? No, this is kind of false advertisement, right?
I think it's more generic, isn't it? Like
the art is actually really dope, though. This art is crazy.
Like they use it for every record.
See, oh, that's right. That's England, Middlesex. Have you ever been to Middlesex, England?
No, I haven't. English issue.
This is dope, man. Thank this for me.
Yeah, that's for you.
I'm
a
gonna
gift.
Use it.
I'm honored. I'd be honored if you used it.
Getting used.
And then also, have you seen this record ever before?
I've never seen this. Is there a break on this or something? Should I know about this?
No, I just was curious. Like hi-fi drums featuring Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich is the man, of course. Hi-fi drums.
I thought a cool cover too.
Yeah, all this art is actually really dope. And this is like, you know, you got to think this is before computers, so they were really drawing this shit like somebody drew that. That's not like from a computer. You know what I mean?
1956 too.
Is that what 56? Now hold on a minute, man. You're bullshitting.
Nope, 56.
Hey, 56? I don't see that date on this fucking record. Where do you see 56? Show me.
Well, I looked up on Discogs and it said 56.
Okay, well, Discogs, no shit. All right, yeah. This is dope though. I gotta check it out.
Do you look at Discogs much?
For reference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
For sampling though, you go quite deep, don't you? Like how deep was that? That really wasn't too deep, was it?
Honestly, that was very surface, Nardwuar. I expect some more deep diving from you, but the artwork is magnificent.
I mean, the artwork was incredible.
Yes, yes. Sometimes we buy records just for the art, you know, like...
The wall hangers. I asked if you had a wall hanger section, which you did not, really.
Yeah, because like most of the records I have are for use, you know what I mean? I don't really buy a record just to hang it on the wall. If I buy it, I'm going to dissect it or like try to find something from it.
Growing up though, K-Day, what can you say about K-Day, you growing up?
1580 on the AM dial, AM radio. So you already know we were listening to fucking AM radio in LA because they played all the great shit. Like that's the first time I heard Top Billin', you know, from Audio 2. That's the first time I heard Craig Mack when he was Easy, MC Easy Troop. You know what I mean? Get Retarded. It was a place for kids in LA, at least, or people to just hear. You know, back then, there was no way to hear shit like that. Maybe Yo MTV Raps, we would catch new joints, but I really got hip to a lot of records. And it was like DJ M Walk was one of the DJs. Ralph M used to be on there. It was like, that shit was important for us, just having that station that we were able to discover a lot of good rap. But they were important, for real. Like, we having that as a kid and just having that place we could listen. Like I definitely called up on one of the, like when they had a contest and I won Biz Markie's album on cassette. And I definitely drove down there and picked up my cassette. So I was that type of fan, you know?
And thank you, Bigga B, for Mobb Deep.
Thank you, Bigga B, for a lot more than that. Like Bigga B, man, first of all, rest in peace. He was like a monumental, very important person in West Coast hip hop and just connecting the dots for a lot of people. I mean, Unity, the club, was one of the most legendary parties we used to go to. And just him as a person, man, like I miss Bill. Like he was like, man, he was special, you know, and he really like, I was young coming up at the time and he always made me feel like, yo, you know, you could do your shit, you know, because when I knew him, he was, you know, shout out to my brother Chase Infinite, that's his cousin, and he was also working with Muggs. He was helping Muggs out on the Soul Assassin album. But when it came to anything Loud Records, like he was the man. He connected so many dots. And yes, but his legacy lives on through all of us, you know what I mean?
He helped with you and Mobb Deep, right?
Well, Muggs was really the connector, but if you really trace it back, Muggs linked up with Mobb Deep through Bigger B. So through Muggs connecting with Mobb Deep, I was Muggs' little homie. I'd moved to New York, and Muggs told me, yo, there's these guys I met with Mobb Deep. They're like their crew. Infamous Mob, Ty Nitty, Godfather, Gambino. You're my little homie, you should hook up with them. So in New York, I kind of connected with them first, and that led to me working with Mobb Deep. So it's a little like, it's a kind of a domino effect.
What was it like being on stage, trying to DJ with the needle jumping around, the Mobb Deep in the orange jumpsuits? Do you remember a lot of that happening?
That shit was fucked up. That shit was pressure. You know what I mean? I remember setting up the equipment, and like Jam Master Jay was there, you know, at sound check. Like, what the fuck? You know, I didn't, like, we got put on that tour, like, that was the strength of Chris Lighty, you know, because I think the way it was a Limp Bizkit, DMX, Run DMC tour. And last minute, DMX, like, I don't know what happened, but he backed out. And Chris Lighty was like, yo, you guys are going on tour, stadium tour. And this is the Murder Music album when we had, like, Quiet Storm was killing it. You know, the remix with Kim. So next thing you know, we were just fucking on tour doing stadiums. We needed to come up with an idea last minute. So we did the jumpsuits, like we had just got released from prison, and we had like the barbed wire fence on stage and shit. And yeah, we didn't, I had to, this is the first time I DJ'd for Mobb Deep, so it was like we needed to press up the vinyl. We were going off vinyl in an arena, you know what I mean? It's like ridiculous. So yeah, there was definitely some nights when the needle was jumping, but we got the job done. And I got all the footage still, so sometimes I go back and look at it, like, yeah, this shit was crazy.
Well, I wanted you to jump up to Canada, those swollen members. What can you say about the swollen members and
the Alchemist? Yeah, these are my guys right here, man. This is early time. I remember going out to Vancouver. I think I linked up with them through Evidence, pretty sure. These were like early days, you know, Mad Child was like flying us out there, you know, like hitting us with an ounce of weed. The minute we landed, we'd go to the studio and just cook up, and it was just genuine and it was fun. You know, plus I love Vancouver. That city is like it's all green. It's like, it's kind of reminds, it's like the west coast of Canada. It's like, it kind of, I don't know, it's just, I always enjoyed that city. And yeah, man, chilling with them out there, Zodak, Prevail. These were early days right here.
do you remember anything about particularly that cut though, cutting that cut?
We definitely recorded it out there. I think I made the beat out there too, because what I would do is I would go out there and I would just go record shopping. Well, I forget what block it was. It had a bunch of stores out there, and
At Beat Street, that was the store you loved.
Absolutely, Beat Street was one of them, and it was just at that time there was a lot of like dollar record bins and shit where I would just grab up anything I didn't know, go back to Mad Child's crib and just work on beats over there. So yeah, I don't remember when we did the session, but damn, it says cuts by. I did the scratches too. Okay, all right.
And you also did the Rascals.
Yes. Shout out to the Rascals, man. That was, I'm not sure how I linked up with them, but that was early time. But like, you know, Canada always had crazy, like good hip hop. You know what I mean? Shout out to Choclair, Socrates. You know, Socrates was incredible. When we first heard that shit, Father Time, that shit blew our minds. Like, wow. You know, but I think Canada always had like a solid hip hop presence, you know.
Why do you think it didn't get bigger?
What?
Socrates.
I don't know. He did a lot though. Like, he produced on Nas. He did joints for Nas, Exhibit. Socrates is a legend in my opinion. It was a different time, you know. The music industry was concerned. You know, a person like Socrates right now could just kill it. You know, the way the industry is now, like the indie game, like shit, you could do whatever you want. I don't know if it was set up like that back then. But shout out to Socrates. I don't know wherever he's at, man. He's a legend to me, though.
And I was also going to ask you about this Alchemist. What can you say about this band right here, 7A3?
Damn, look at that cover. That's such a, picture. This is what it is, worth 1,000 words. Look at, that might be 10,000 words, man. Look at this. You got the Powell Peralta skateboard. You got the 80s chicks in the bikinis. Come on, man. Leather, Africa medallion, USA, Olympic. This shit is so crazy. And then you want to fuck it all up. Muggs got the Stonewash, button up. Oh my God, man. Yo, Muggs been fucking fresh since, what is this, 84,
88.
Muggs been fresh since 88. If you don't know, that's DJ Muggs, man. That's my mentor. That's who really, you know what I mean, gave me my shot. And this is Sean, Brett, and Sean B. And this was a 783 group before Cypress Hill, cooling in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's get the flip side real quick. Look at my man. Look at young Larry, man. Fresh Lottos. They don't know about Lotto. They don't know about Lottos. I'm saying the ring game. This was dope because they really this was like them coming to LA because they were from New York, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I know Muggs grew up in New York. His family's from Queens, but like now they cooling in Cali, man. That's how we're living. Look at these titles, man. Express the Mind. That's deep. This is really dope. And yeah, obviously this is part of my legacy. This is part of my lineage, actually, because if it wasn't for Muggs, y'all wouldn't know me. And Be Real, and Sendog, and the whole Soul Assassins for that matter. But that shirt took the cake, man.
The Hooligans, going way back.
That's right, the Hooligans. I was Mudfoot. Yeah, those days were the early impressionable days, you know what I mean? Where like I went on tour with Cypress, House of Pain, and it kind of fucked me up because it was like, this is it. I'm gonna go back to school, but I don't know if I'm gonna go back to school. You know what I mean? So I owe a lot to those days.
And there was a reunion, wasn't there, on an Evidence Beat?
A reunion of
the Hooligans, Action Jackson.
Yeah, there was. That's right. Scott is still nice. He actually got better every year, you know, and
your co-vocalist.
Absolutely. The Hooligans. And I don't know why people, like, we're still trying to we've been trying to put the album out for 35 years. It just keeps getting pushed back. It's really like, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, we're working on it though. Yeah.
Well, I have a gift for you to get inspired right here. I have a Hooligan sticker for you.
You know what? You just clinched it. We're getting back in, man. Thank you, brother.
Oh, sure. No problem.
This is inspiration. This is it.
Like the sticker, that's cool. The street team.
This is the original sticker that my man Caves from Lords of Brooklyn designed. Shout out to my brother Caves. You know what I'm saying? Blessed us with this fresh logo. That was dope. How the hell did you find this? Okay.
Well, you're the Alchemist. We have to find stuff.
The hell, this is dope.
What was it like opening for House of Pain?
I mean, Soul Assassin tour in general. It was 93. I was 15. You know, we were inspired by like the Beastie Boys on stage. You know, we were like two little kids running around on fucking stage, just turned up, as they would say. You know what I mean? We were running around, just trying to like make sure we were covering all the real estate on the stage. Like, it was tough, but it was, we were unknown, you know, and I knew that House of Pain, every night afterwards, Everlast would come out and kill it, Be Real, Funk Dubious, you know, so I was just in such good hands at 15, you know, so, yeah, I was nervous every night. I can't front, I remember that for sure. I probably took a shit every night right before I went on stage, like just, you know, fucking, what do they call it, butterflies in the stomach, you know, like, oh man. Shit. You know, and yeah, I probably don't do that anymore. Yeah.
They took you everywhere, like they took you to Alaska.
We did go to Alaska, that's right. Damn, did we Anchorage or something? It was a crazy tour. Yeah, I remember having to go back to high school, and it was like, this sucks. You know what I mean? Tour's better.
Well, I was curious, this review from the Telegraph and Argus from 1993, if you could read it right there where it says, Leaving Us With. It's a review of the House of Pain gig in England.
Where did you fucking, okay, there, okay. Leaving us with a woefully lackluster bill of the Hooligans and the Irish what the hell is Irish? They meant to say Irish. The Hooligans with an added W for that extra rare hipness are the crisscross of serious hip hop. Well, we got to read this with like, what kind of English? This is British? This is British. So imagine a British like accent. With smooth cherub-like baby complexions that should late in the evening be caressing the pillows of the cushy suburb of LA they hail from. Damn, this guy didn't like us. Nothing more than a warm-up act. He fucking dissed us, huh? What's this guy's name? Where's he at now? Well, all right.
But continue on.
They mix that general bragging about how good they are with some catching, stomping choruses.
Like, to me, that is a good review. Catchy, stomping choruses?
Backfired. His gun backfired.
Like, that's amazing. Like, that's a compliment, isn't it?
He was trying to shoot, but I think it backfired.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's a compliment, right? Catchy, stomping choruses.
I mean, you can't get better than that, can you?
Make a stomping chorus right now. Shit.
So this is from 1993. It's some of the reviews you encountered. So it's amazing. As a 15-year-old, you were able to weather some of the stuff.
Dope, man. Man, shout to this guy, whoever wrote this, man. This is motivation. No, we weren't that good, but we were getting our shit together. This is good, though. This is good. This is good.
Well, that's you in action, 1993. Do you remember anything about the English gigs?
I do remember this tour. Yeah, because we were opening up for them. It was just us and House of Pain. And the crowds were rowdy. And this is when House of Pain was in their, like, height. So, yeah, they didn't want to see a bunch of little kids on stage. They wanted to hear that jump around. And they wanted to, you know what I mean? Punch someone in the face, drink a beer. Yeah, we weren't ready yet. We weren't ready yet. But this is good. This is good motivation right here, man. Yeah, warm up backs. It's cool. They've been stomping
I love
choruses. You heard?
You can't get better than that. That is the best.
93, I had a stomping chorus.
Yeah.
All right, this is dope.
And lastly, I want to ask you a bit more about the Hooligans and this recording.
Yeah, this is, which one is this got this weird, does this have this weird remix on it? Let me see.
I love the record. It feels so cool. You know, like,
so this was this was bullshit. So this was the UK label partner that apparently once we did the deal with Tommy Boy, we were in with this company, and it was like this guy. They were like, we're gonna have you do the Tim Simonon Bomb the Bass remix, and he must have been like a big producer out there, and it was like whatever type, and they made some weird remix that we hated, and I don't know if it's on this joint here. But that was like my early taste of music industry. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who is this guy? What is this remix? We're on a label in London. Like, early on, you see, this is the type of shit when you're young, you don't know what's going on and things are just happening. But yeah.
But Small Hole on a 45.
Yeah, what's up with that? What is it?
Very English, isn't it?
Is it? Is that what they did? But it's still 45 RPM? That doesn't make sense.
And what's interesting about this is it eventually made his hands into Flip Out from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, who was kind of like a doppelganger for you. Could you explain the Flip Out Alchemist connection?
That's my man, and yeah, we do look scarily alike, man. So I don't know what happened over there way back. We must be related somehow, but that's my man. Yeah, like
because he's a great DJ.
Great DJ. Yeah, he's a legend on the scene of hip. He's been around. I think I seen a video a while back with him and Mad Child when they were kids in the group. So like, you know, shout out to Flip Out. He's already been on the scene a long time and still killing it, putting together a lot of creative mixes. Like, that motherfucker's dope.
And I have another gift for you right here, the Harlem Globetrotters theme.
Damn. How'd you know about that?
Don't mean nothing, brother.
Yeah, the beat was made by Lethal. This was basically, till I could explain it, I don't know how the hell you knew this, but we used this sample for the Hooligans. Lethal, it was like one of our jams. And yeah, I think it was always catchy because it had that. I remember like meeting with Tommy Silverman when I was 15, who was like Tommy Boy, and him telling us as kids, like, if you're gonna pick beats, pick the beats that have famous samples in them, because it's already like, which is, as I think back, kind of lame. Yeah. I understand from a business perspective, like it was already a hit, so if you're gonna regurgitate it, the chances of it being a hit again are very likely. And I don't know if that's why we did this beat, but definitely once we got the beat from Lethal, shout out to DJ Lethal also, who did most of the beats. It was DJ Lethal, T-Ray, Baker Boys. I think that was pretty much it. For the Hooligans. And when he hooked the beat up, it was crazy. And that was one of our joints, man. So yeah, that's crazy. I might have to give this to Lethal, man. This is crazy. Wow, this is straight from the Harlem Globetrotters? Like, what the fuck? They made a 45, huh?
Official product.
Official. If it comes from you, it must be official. I know that. You don't.
A baboom.
A baboom.
And I want to ask you about another record right here, Second to None. What can you say about Second to None from L.A.?
They were great. They were one of my brother's favorite groups. Shout out to my brother Neil. Be true to yourself. You should have been true to yourself. and it was kind of fell off of the DJ Quick, High C, Second to None. You know, classic LA shit. The Penthouse Players Click. Player Ham. You know about Player Ham? Yeah, he was good. But anyways, LA has a lot of like off to the left shit, like Second to None. Like you may not, I don't know where you're at, you may not know, but we growing up in LA, we definitely knew about them. And they had jams, man. Shout to Quick though. Shout out to DJ Quick. Unequivocally.
Because he's all over this.
Even if he's not all over this, just shout to fucking DJ. But he's something else, man. Shout to DJ Quick and shout to Battle Cat. I just want to say that while we're standing here, like these people need to be recognized for the greatness. I wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for people like that.
Well, actually, going way back, I wanted to ask you about this cassette right here, Techno Hop. What can you say about these artists right here?
Let me see what's on here. Unknown DJ. You know, this is, yo, I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't even know about this. This is obviously a West Coast, okay, Macola, we know that label. Let's see who did the work here. Produced by Andre Manuel, Daryl Davis, and The Mechanic.
But it had the Unknown DJ on it as well.
DJ is on there. And
Ice-T?
Ice-T. This is 87. Damn, this, yo, I don't know this one.
You don't ever see that when you're out digging?
No, I don't know this. I don't know this one, so shame on me. You know, like somebody like Peanut Butter Wolf will be like, you played yourself, or like J-Rock is going to be upset at me, but I don't know.
You've probably seen some of the artists listed there, like Clientele. Yeah.
This is from the classic era. This is LA, old LA, but I can't put my oversized hat on in front like I know. I don't know about this one.
That was a bit before your time, wasn't it? Like you were very young at that time.
For sure, but I was the type of young buck to go back and find shit that was from before me, but this one escaped the net. Because, you know, sometimes when you do that, it's like throwing a net on the top of an ocean. So you're only going to get some stuff. This was down there by the fucking shrimp. You know what I mean? This is where the crustaceans was at, down at the bottom. My net didn't catch this. I'm going to definitely check it out, though. This for me or what?
That's a gift for you.
All right. I get mad gifts, man. I'm going to have to give you some stuff, man. I actually have some things for you. I mean, just let me know when I can put you on. I don't know what else you got in this bag. It looks like
well, actually, I was just curious. Recently, the sample, Earl.
Shout out to my brother, Tebe. I mean,
Earl Sweatshirt. What can you say about this sample?
I mean, this album alone, and Mtume is just one of the greatest artists of all time. Rest in peace. And I mean, this whole album is so crazy. We ended up hooking up one of the joints on here for the people. For Earl, and we made it right here in this room, like literally sitting right here. This record is here somewhere. Tebe was here. I made the beat. He wrote the rap, and it came together good. Yeah, like what could you? Mtume, you know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? Juicy. Like he's one of the greats of all time. Mtume. He even has a Red Bull interview, one of those where they sit down with him, and I recommend everybody watch it because it's so insightful. But yeah, this is like, I feel like America, of all the genres of music, like you go across the map, you name them all, every generation, every country. I think American soul from the 70s might be definitely my favorite, but maybe like the height of what you can do. I mean, you can make the argument, but I mean, there's nothing like it when you could venture out, you might find some progressive rock records, you might psych, you go Brazilian, you go, when you come back to the soul, it's like, it's nothing like it. So shout out to this, and shout out to my brother Tebe, aka Earl Sweatshirt, who is basically my brother and just my great connector. He's a great connector for me. Like, I owe so much to him. He's a bridge for me to a lot of other things. So shout out to my brother.
Now, you go deep for your samples, as I mentioned, but you didn't go too deep for the Mobb Deep sample, some Thomas Dolby. How come Thomas Dolby, Mobb Deep?
I mean, first of all, I grew up watching MTV, like we all did. Of course, rap was everything, but you couldn't escape certain hits on MTV. And She Blinded Me with Science was definitely one of those records. I could think of others back in the day that was like, everybody knew it, Growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, it was just something that stuck in your head. And those records, when I think back of them, what I always remember is the chorus. Like sometimes I don't even remember the verse, which is funny. Why
The stomping chorus.
those stomping choruses, which is why they always say make sure you write a chorus, because that's the part that really sticks with you. But the reason we ended up using this, Prodigy's nickname, rest in peace, my brother, his nickname was Science. So just in the inner clique, that was like one of his code names. He was at my crib one day where the studio was, and he was in the other room, and I was in the room making beats, just fucking around. Like I was going, I don't know, the song I had heard it recently, and I kept going, I was going, Science, like the song. And he was like, why you keep doing that? And I was like, you don't remember that song? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this song from the 80s, and we pulled it up. He's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, yo, we should try to flip this, because I was thinking about when Havoc did Quiet Storm, and he flipped Don't Do It, White Lines, which was like an 80s classic, and made it dark. Something about this was like, maybe we could do it. I tried to chop the beat up from the record, but the timing of the sample, whatever the bounce was, I couldn't get it to sit funky the way I wanted it. So I went over, the Trinity had just come out, which was a keyboard that everyone was using, and I had a rack mount version of it. So I was like, I could just sound this shit out, because I can't play. So I just went to the thing and was like, and just played, and then I took a simple kick and a clap and made a pattern. It's just like a demo. And P was like, yeah, I like that. He started writing to it. Later on that night, Havoc came over. He heard it, laid his verses, and it just came together. Like I remember that night, Havoc was like, yo, we got to redo the drums. We got to make a better drum kit. And the next day, he listened to it, called me back, said, nah, man, leave it. And it just was one of those records that, yeah, man, it was. I think I was following Tom Silverman's advice that time.
It was very popular too, wasn't it?
And I remember Chris Lighty, rest in peace, saying, man, you guys got one, because he's like, Europe, you guys are going to be touring with this record. And funny enough, it became a big record in LA, because we shot the video out here. And that's one of the few records I'd made that it made it to the club. I don't really make it to the club. I'm in the car still outside. You know what I mean? Or I'm in the, that's my music. Doesn't make it that far, but this one did. Like
Canada.
Canada got funk. You know that. There's always a lot of good records. A lot of French, Canadian psych records, I think, and like jazz fusion that I've discovered. I got some good stuff out there, man.
Yeah, you tried looking but couldn't find it, but you did find some Bruton music. Do you think you could maybe show us that? And tell people about Bruton, a bit about
Well, not
Bruton.
even just Bruton, like sound libraries. Everybody knows. That's kind of like an old thing. Those are like records that were kind of made for movies and little snippets. Like, I mean, here, these are all. Here's your Bruton. This one, this might be Canadian. Korea Sound. Yeah, this is a Canadian record, actually. And this one is as you can see, by the maple leaf, which is adorning this record. But this is one of those, and like they'll give you the description, contemporary themes for action. Cool dude. You know what I mean? Like I'll go right to Cool Dude. I mean, I'll go right to that one. And, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe World of Imagination. But yeah, these are records that were made for like movies.
What are some other ones? Just curious. You
want to see some other ones? Let's see what else we got.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
We could show the camera.
Because these aren't like rare. But if people who know beats know these are all different.
Space,
Blue Prism. Just descriptive moods, which probably is similar to the way I produce when you think about it. Because I'm like, these are just moods that are like backgrounds for films. Like if let's say you're making a film in the 70s or 80s and you didn't want to pay for a person to do your score, you probably could just license one of these. So they're usually not too descriptive. It's like just enough. And sometimes that's how I like to do the beats. I don't want to like overdose you. I want to leave room for the rapper. Look at this guy, he's sliding. Dramatic action. That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, what are the selections called on that one?
In Pursuit.
Roughed Up.
Knife Fight. There we go. This is the type of shit I go for. Knife Fight. You know what I mean? Fragmentary Struggle. War of Nerves. This is good. This is good stuff. This is like drum machine food. You know what I mean? Like fish food for a drum machine. Just load it up, make you a beat.
And I also wanted to ask you, again, Alchemist, thanks for your time, about the Action Bronson.
Ooh, this is dope. This is sealed? Nice. Yeah, this is
99 cents.
99 cents. That's the value. This is for a record I did for my brother, Action Bronson, Bam Bam. This is like a type of beat that he's one of the few people that I would even play it for. Because it was kind of left field. And it was just like a bass line with a hi-hat ride. And it was like, you know, make you tap your fucking toe when you're listening to it. I was like, all right, only certain people can do this while they're rapping. And Action is probably one of the few. You know what I mean? And he figured out a way to ride on it. He was doing a lot of riding with the boogie board and shit. So I think that inspired it as well because it felt like he just slid on it. And yeah, it was just a moment on the record. And it was kind of the way I cut it up, how it worked out. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you got to add a lot of elements and sometimes it's there and you just got to get crafty with your organization. So, and look at these guys, man. The long hair was like super in, right? Like you couldn't even join the group. He was almost out. They almost kicked his ass out. Like, you better grow your fucking hair longer. Yeah.
Where'd you find that record?
This is not a rare record. This is a U.S. I don't remember exactly where I found it. It might have been in Texas at
Josie's?
It might have been at Josie's, which is a great store. I think it was. Yeah. But yeah, not a super rare record, but like, you know.
Yeah, the patience. Or do you listen in store a lot of times, you know, at the turntables?
Especially if like I'm overseas. Because like I made the mistake of buying a lot of stuff and just filling up a suitcase and came home with a bunch of lemons.
Okay.
So it was like, I'm not flying across the world to bring a bunch of plastic that I'm not going to use. So now I spend like time in the store. So I might listen to this many records. And then as I leave, it gets to about here. You know, but I make sure that everything is guaranteed. Like there's 3 bags over there. You can't see, but there's 3 bags over there. And those are all one's from Japan last year, one's from Paris, one's from Amsterdam, one's from Germany. And it's like stuff that I listen to. So I'm going to get to it. So, you know, if you got them records, you better get to them fast because I'm sleeping right now, but I'm going to get to them. I promise you.
I was also curious, Alchemist, about Millie Jackson. And on this record, you sampled her twice in the same year for both Prodigy and Delighted Peoples.
Did I? I really don't remember.
Keep It Thorough and Platform.
Really?
Yeah. The same year. What can you say about that? Like sampling the same song twice in a year.
Yo, you work for the police or something, man?
Well, you are the Alchemist.
Like sample police or something, man? Who you work for? Who you come to?
Well, just generically, what can we say about Millie Jackson? The greatness of Millie Jackson. What do you remember about those recordings?
I love Millie Jackson. I love her voice. She didn't give a shit. She was really like uncut. Like she reminds me of like when Lil' Kim came out. Like she was like that bitch. I don't know. Like I watch her live. There's a couple live performances of hers on YouTube. Everything she says in between the songs is gold. You know, like she really did not give a fuck. And Spring Records, legendary label, which is actually the father of Steve Rifkin. This was his label. And there was a lot of good shit on that label. And I see you got the Canadian version, of course. But yeah, Millie Jackson is a voice, you know, and when you make beats sometimes, you just want a texture. So that might just be a certain texture, you know, that like, oh man, I need something from Millie Jackson. So yeah, she's one of the greats of all time.
And I was also curious, Alchemist, right over there's a couple dolls. What can you say about those different dolls? Right there, some action figures.
This is from the last Alfredo album, part 1. Shout out to my brother Freddie. We did a little thing. I'm not sure if that looks like me, but we'll ride with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then this was actually when they made a 1-to-1. Like no one's gonna see this shit. You guys can see it, but when you sell out the Novo 2 nights in a row, I guess they make a doll for you, and that's literally what I was wearing for that show. So I don't know how they did this, but shout out to the Novo in Los Angeles.
You had mentioned some records you had here, or you had some stuff.
Stuff for you. Can I give you some stuff?
Go ahead, please.
You drink coffee?
Tea.
You drink tea?
Yes.
Okay, well now you're going to drink tea in a small increment, like as if it was coffee. This is a new for the new record I did. And when you remove it, it says,
Oh, amazing.
you like that?
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so this is for you.
Alchemist, what do you have there?
What I have here is a new record I would like to give you. It's called The Genuine Articulate, and it goes with this teacup that you have here.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
I also would like to give
And this is all recorded here?
This is all done here. This is for everyone else, because I know somebody you know drinks coffee.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We got some coffee for you.
Although I'm a collector scum and afraid to open it. Do you have, a promo item?
Yeah, don't open it. I wouldn't open it either. This is a little keychain for you. This is a hat also to go with it for you. I don't know if you were aware of this, but I'm still giving it to you.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
And this is a special 45 that is kind of rare. Shout to my brother, Seb Bash. I don't know if you know about him. If you don't, you need to find out about him. He's probably the best producer that you don't know. That you don't know. People know. Shout out to my brother, Seb Bash. We did a collaboration here where we went to my friend's store, my brother Marcel in Germany, bought records, made a bunch of beats from scratch, and threw them on this 45. So one side is mine and one side is Seb's, and it's real limited, and it's for you.
Well, thank you so much for this amazing stuff. I love it. It's so cool.
Well, I mean, you blessed me, so it's the least that I could do, man. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much, Alchemist. Really appreciate it. I guess that's winding up here. Chuck Strangers.
The man. Y'all need to go check out my brother Chuck, man. Super, super talented rapper and producer. Friend of mine, moved out to LA at a time when his crew was like blowing up, Pro Era, and he was kind of out here just dolo. And I felt like that's kind of like I was when I moved to New York. Always showed him love and gave him a spot to cook, and he just keeps getting iller and iller. But that's my man. Shout out to Chuck Strangers. Y'all need to go check him out, man. Stop playing.
And Z Lopers.
Another legend in the making. Like, yeah, Z knows no bounds. You can't even put him in a container. You can't allow him to color in the lines. He's going to be the loopers. And that's why we love him. And he's one of the greats to me as well.
Anything else you want to add to the people out there at Alchemist?
I mean, I think we did a lot right here. I think we got through a lot. This was like bucket list for me, man. I'm glad we got to do this. I saw you last year in passing.
Going to the food tent.
Yes, and I was like, we got to do this. So I'm glad we got to pull it off.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad food brought us together. But I was thinking, Action Bronson, did he cook anything for you when you were making beats?
I mean, we've had legendary weeks here where he was just cooking up the craziest things you can imagine. Action is no joke. Like, one thing about Bam Bam, his talent is seen through every medium that he operates in, and it's consistent. So the way that he raps is the way that he cooks, is the way that he designs his New Balance, is the way that he performs. He's insane, man. And I'm always inspired by everything he does. But yeah, like the food, if you're lucky enough to have been around some of them sessions in the early rap camp days, because we were just here doing it for us. It wasn't like a show or something before Fuck That's Delicious and all that. So yeah, Bam is no joke. I mean, I could think of a million things he cooked, but yeah, it's insane, man. He
smelled good.
Forget smell. It tastes, everything is insane, man.
Why should people care about The Alchemist? Why should people care?
I don't know if they should or shouldn't. I don't know if they should. I can't really speak for other people. So anyone who does appreciate, that's amazing, and to be recognized or have somebody care about you is a blessing, for all the people who are so dope and don't ever get a chance to be recognized. But the ones that do it know, like, I think the reason we do it is deeper, I would probably still be doing this shit if nobody knew, just because I get high off it. I love it. It was something I did as a kid. Me and Evidence were 15 years old, going to high school, skipping out, meeting at the studio, writing rhymes, making beats. So, like, I do it for personal reasons. So if you do care, I appreciate it. If you don't, God bless you. And, I'm going to still be doing the shit regardless.
Well, thanks so much, Alchemist. Keep on rocking in the free world and do. Yeah.
I'm just going to stay like this for a minute. Well, let me do something. I got to dress you up, man. This is important. Now you pimped.